Without further ado, it's a pleasure to have Chelsea Hopkins, junior guard and captain for the San Diego State women's basketball team. Chelsea, how you doing on this Thursday night?
Great. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for joining us. A little bit about you. You redshirted a season ago after playing at Duke University from 2008 to 2010. You led the state of Nevada in scoring both as a high school junior and senior. Junior season, just under 28 points per game, and your senior season, just over 28 points per game. You were, coming out of high school, rated the number 12 point guard recruit in the nation by hoopgirls.com. But you come to San Diego State a year ago, leaving the Blue Devils, certainly a great basketball program over there. Why did you choose to transfer here to San Diego State specifically?
I suffered a few knee surgeries at Duke, and when I decided to transfer, I wanted to be closer to home. I'm from Las Vegas, as you know, and so I really only looked at a couple California schools, San Diego State, UCLA, USC, and at the time I just thought San Diego State was going in a very positive direction. They just came off a Sweet 16 run, and they had a lot of young talent, and they just looked like they were moving forward, and I wanted to be a part of it.
Now, speaking of injuries, you just had recently some cartilage cleaned up in your right knee. What's the status of that, and how you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. It was about 3 weeks ago, just a little cleanup. I'm actually going to be practicing this weekend, back on the court and ready for the first game, November 7th. So I'm feeling really good and confident, and it wasn't anything major, so I'm ready to go.
Now, Coach Burns spoke very highly of you in the first press conference, and you were chosen as the preseason newcomer of the year. Do you feel any pressure to live up to the expectations?
Honestly, not at all. I'm really just here to have fun. I mean, I feel like I have a great group of teammates, and the main goal is for us to win. So it's not even about me. It's about the team, and I just want to, do my best to contribute, and I know my teammates are going to do the same, and we're just trying to win.
Speaking of your teammates, Chelsea, this is a roster this upcoming season that features 7 players, including yourself, who did not compete for the Aztecs a season ago. First question is, how long do you anticipate that it will take to develop the chemistry that is necessary to produce, in your eyes, a successful season?
Obviously, with a new group, it takes some time to get the chemistry down. I think we've already started that with our practices. And we've just been going hard and trying to get to know each other, what people do well, and how we can be successful together. I think obviously it'll take a few games, maybe the first couple months of the season, to prepare. But I think as we go through some growing pains and get to know each other, that's ultimately going to prepare us for the Mountain West Conference tournament and hopefully the NCAA tournament down the road. So I think definitely it'll be tough at first, but I think we'll get it down and everybody's willing to. So it should be a great year.
And what, in your eyes, will constitute a successful season?
Obviously, Mountain West Conference Championship and NCAA bid. We had an NCAA bid 2 years ago, and so we're just trying to get back to the tournament and bring the same success back to the program.
Now, you did sit out last season due to NCAA transfer rules, yet you were voted team captain for this year. What does that tell you about the respect the team has for you?
Honestly, I just feel honored. I tried to do my best to compete and practice and just to go hard and, to set a standard for my teammates to know that, I'm here with them even though I wasn't playing and that I'm on board with everything that they're trying to do. So I feel, I'm blessed to be in the position to be captain and just ready to work hard and lead by example and just, bring this team some W's.
Chelsea Hopkins, junior guard and captain of the San Diego State women's basketball team, is our guest here on Aztec Nation. Chelsea, you didn't play significantly at Duke, but you were still very much a part of that program. You were part of a pair of Duke NCAA tournament teams, one of which included a trip to the Elite Eight back in 2010. What'd you learn as far as those trips to the NCAA tournament while you were at Duke, and how are you going to use those things here and implement them at San Diego State?
I think definitely being in that type of environment, you gain experience. I know what it takes. I've seen what a team has to look like to get to the tournament, just being a part of it the last few years. So definitely I want to bring that attitude and the competitive spirit and the willingness to work hard and stuff to this team at San Diego State. And I think that's definitely some characteristics that we possess. But just from being in that position, like I said, just to continue to lead by example and to set the tone and go hard and set high expectations for my teammates, because ultimately if we set high expectations for each other, then the sky's the limit.
So, Chelsea, I was at the open practice on Friday, and I have to say I saw a lot of dancing and stepping at the end of the practice. Can you kind of elaborate on the ritual, because it kind of caught the crowd off guard?
It's not really a ritual. Some of my teammates and I, we decided to do a flash mob, and it actually started at our first tailgate. We had Aztec Day, and that was when we had some of our younger recruits, some sophomores and some juniors that were looking to add to the program in the future. They came and hung out with us at the football game. And just a few days prior to that, our team, we just had like a random idea to do a flash mob. And so we just kind of like planned out a little step, and then we just decided to do it at the other night in front of the crowd. So, and it was kind of spur of the moment. It wasn't as clean as our first one, but it's all in fun. Like, our team is just really fun and exciting. So it was just something that we decided to do.
Definitely was fun to watch. Definitely was.
Chelsea Hopkins, junior guard and captain of the San Diego State women's basketball squad, our guest here on Aztec Nation. All right, Chelsea, we know Chelsea Hopkins, the athlete. Now let's try to get to know Chelsea Hopkins, the student. First of all, you're a business administration major, is that right?
Public administration.
Public administration, all right. What do you plan to do with that degree once your time here at San Diego State is up?
Honestly, I'm not sure. When I was back at Duke, I was studying public policy. I've always been interested in politics and just like government issues and stuff like that. And this was the closest thing to that when I decided to transfer to San Diego State. So I'm not really sure what direction I'm going to go into, but it's definitely something that I find really interesting. So I hope it'll be beneficial to me in the future. But with my fifth year of school, I'm trying to get a master's in some type of business, marketing or communications, and I definitely am looking forward to that because I like broadcast journalism, kind of stuff that you guys do, the radio, and I definitely like marketing, just marketing people, probably something like public relations. Those are all like options and things that I've considered, so who knows, but I need to start thinking about it because I am graduating very soon.
Well, you've got some time, and of course you have 2 years of eligibility left here at San Diego State. The other thing I wanted to know is when Chelsea Hopkins is not playing basketball, when she's not in the classroom, when she's not studying, what does Chelsea Hopkins like to do for fun?
I love to shop, and I love to hang out with my teammates. Like I really think this team is special because we're all just so close, and besides hanging out on the court and seeing each other for several hours in a day because of practice, we just like to be in each other's company. I live with Kiana Stamp and Gabby Clark, which is two people that are on the team right now. And we're always hanging out, even if we're just laying on the couch watching TV or going to the grocery store. It's just like we just like to be around each other. So definitely hanging out with them. But shopping is at the top of the list, and also going to the movies, which I plan to do this weekend, actually.
And what was the last movie? Well, what movie are you going to see this weekend? I should ask.
Paranormal Activity 3.
Ooh, that's a scary one, isn't it?
Yes, scary.
And what was the last movie you saw?
The last movie I probably saw in theaters, let me think. I think it was The Help. And that was when I was home a couple months ago. It was a really good movie. There's a book about it, too, actually.
Now, Chelsea, I'm reading on the Duke website your old biography, and it says the weirdest noise you can make is a pigeon purr. Do you mind giving us an example of that?
Sure.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yes, that's very realistic.
One of the many
That's
talents
funny.
of Chelsea Hopkins. Hey, Chelsea, I know you're also involved, or at least you were, with the intramural basketball, or just an intramural program here at the Aztec Recreation Center on campus as a referee and official.
Yes.
And, you know, you do basketball as one of the sports you officiate. I mean, you know, you play basketball, you referee basketball. Do you ever get sick of the sport, or are you just so in love with it?
Oh, of course not. I mean, I grew up around the game. My father's a coach. He's been coaching for actually 22 years, I think it is, so before I was born. And I just love it. Like, I'd love to stay involved in the game as much as possible, whether it's coaching or playing after college or even reffing. I actually have grown really fond of it, and it's kind of cool because you get to see the reffing side of the game, and I don't think I'll be giving the refs a hard time anymore because I know how hard it is to make calls under pressure.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, Chelsea Hopkins, pleasure to speak with you here on Aztec Nation. Best of luck to you and the team as you guys prepare for the start of the 2011-2012 season, and we'll catch up with you down the line.
Sounds great. I'd also like to say, everybody that's listening out there, please come support us. We have our first game November 7th against UCSB, and that will be at Viejas Arena, 7 o'clock. We'd like to see everybody there. I think it's going to be a great year, so I hope everybody's a part of it and on board with us.
Well, we'll be there for sure, rooting you and the rest of the Aztec team on. Chelsea, pleasure to talk to you, and have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.